Hey, what is good, Helldivers? Traj here, back with some more Helldivers 2 content. And if you guys thought we were getting the upper hand here with mechs and we were making progress against Joel and his bandits, well, think again, because the Illuminant has just leaked. Of course, we had an idea what they looked like based on Helldivers 1, but that being like a top-down game, it was certainly not what we're playing now. It was hard to imagine what they look like, and I can confirm they're in fact terrifying. So I'm going to go through 4 different leaks, the 4 different types. They're certainly an advanced alien species. So you can see this dude here appears to be levitating and has a sword bigger than the dude from Final Fantasy. We have this dude who has 4 arms. I imagine he's going to be much harder to escape than Chargers. We can only hope he stays on 2 feet. If he gets on all 6, that could be quite disturbing. And we have what appears to be a robotic Bile Titan that is 20 feet taller, and being that it appears to be robotic, it probably shoots some sort of lasers. Again, this is an advanced alien civilization, so everything that you can think of, I'm sure they've beat us to it, and this is what we're going to soon be fighting. So we've been complaining a bit about, the bugs and the robots, but dude, I think that's just been a tutorial for what's about to come on the other side. I didn't play Helldivers 1, but I can just tell looking through the lore, like these things look downright terrifying. So again, the Illuminant, for those who don't know, it's the 3rd faction from Helldivers 1. So they had the bugs, they had the robots, they also had the Illuminant in the original Helldivers. Now in Helldivers 2, we have 2 factions, as you guys know. We're waiting for that 3rd. They mentioned it's coming soon. There's a brand new update coming in this upcoming week when it comes to new weapons and war bonds and armors and things like that. I don't think they'd roll out the Illuminant so fast. I really don't know, but that would be something. So who are the Illuminant? They're a highly sophisticated civilization who call themselves the Squiat. Originally aquatic, these creatures dressed in ceremonial robes, they managed to create a vast and extremely complex neural network for space travel. So it sounds like they've invented space travel and galactic teleporting and things like that, and now we have to fight them? All we have is a flamethrower, dude. How the hell are we gonna do this, Joel? We need our railgun back. The species have since taken their first tentative steps towards the stars and produced weapons of mass destruction in large scale. The people of Super Earth cannot ignore them any longer. But the different names, so just grabbing the screenshot off of Helldivers 1, just to kind of give you an idea what we're gonna be working with. 5 classes, so the scouts, the infantry, the tanks, the elites, and the master. I'd imagine the master is gonna be like the titans. But yeah, let's kind of dissect these pictures a little more. So this guy here, I'd imagine he's the tank. Because yeah, this Titan looking fella is probably going to be the Titan, right? The massive boss. This guy's going to be the tank. That dude does not look fun to get around. This dude is going to be, I don't even know what this, I guess these guys are like the stalkers. Kinda, I'm trying to like draw comparisons because these all look overpowered. At least against the bugs and the bots, we knew who we could fight and we knew who we had to run against. It looks like we have to run against all these guys. Like, look how advanced they are. Look, this dude levitates and has a sword. This guy has an entire spacecraft. This dude has 4 arms. And this fella is taller than Matumbo. Dude, we are absolutely caked. You literally have Wembenyana chasing you around the planets, dude. And when it comes to factions, once the Illuminant is released, that means they'll be up to date as far as the 3 factions that were in the previous game. So then we have the chance to get really creative down the road. I mean, as successful as this game's been, I'm sure there's some cash flow and lots of ideas bouncing around. I'd be surprised if they didn't add any more factions, There's so many ideas. Like, there could be bacteria from a planet that took over a Helldiver, maybe on a failed mission, he died there, the bacteria took over him and they produced, an army of zombie-like Helldivers. Or maybe like ghost-like Helldivers. And they could call in stratagems. Could you imagine having to fight like a haunted Helldiver planet? But yeah, many fun things that we could do with that when it comes to new factions and tying it into the lore. So we saw how interactive it was for us to get the mechs. We had to liberate a certain planet, Tien Quan, in order to get the mech suits, since that's where the technology was built. I wonder if the release of the Illuminants is going to have some sort of in-game event, because in-game events are awesome. Being with the community, being able to see the storyline alter based on what we do and things like that. So imagine if there's a certain planet that's under attack by, hear me out. So what if there was like an in-game event, right, where there's a planet that we're fighting on, say we're fighting bugs, whatever it may be. So there could be a major order that's focused on the bugs, right? So we wouldn't even be expecting it. We're just fighting the bugs. And then from the skies, the Illuminant starts flooding in. Could you imagine that? And they just destroy all the bugs and us, and like that's their planet now, and the major order stops, and then a new one starts. That would be awesome. So like, just mid-game, sometime this week we're playing, or next week, or next month, whenever the Illuminat's coming out, and then all of a sudden the skies open up and this advanced alien species comes down and rains hell on us. Talk about an entrance. That would get the people going. And again, these types of things are only possible because of the foundation that kind of Helldivers have has laid out. I should say Arrowhead, the studio. Being able to allow interactive experiences, being able to add new planets and factions and hear out the community, allowing the player base and the amount of players blitzing a certain planet to dictate how soon certain updates come is really neat, and I haven't seen that in a game, especially a PvE game. I definitely have not seen that happen, so hats off again to the dev team. Just the beginning, I think, of what this team is really shaking up, and I know we can sometimes get upset with the nerfs and the bugs getting stronger and things like that, but hey, it's better than them dropping this game, getting all that money, and then just leaving. A lot of teams go silent after release. Their job is done. Up until that point, they did their job, they made a game, they released it, then they get to collect the money. In this case, they are absolutely shaping and remolding this thing by the day, and they're definitely listening to us players. So if anything, be grateful. That's the main thing I want to say. But yeah, in this upcoming week, we should be getting new weapons, we should be getting new armor, we should be getting the new war bonds. And keep in mind, once you complete the free war bonds, you get access to the paid for war bonds. Just you'll earn enough super credits throughout it all to be able to buy that. So there really is no pay to win in this game, which is really neat. I remember when the game first came out, there was like a misconception about that. Couldn't be further from the truth. This game's $30, and then it doesn't have macro transactions. It has a few like micro options in the store. You can buy things for like $2. But keep in mind, guys, there's things in other stores and other games that cost more than Helldivers, the game itself. You can go in and get a skin for $30 in most games right now, which is pretty disgusting. But yeah, I've really been enjoying Helldivers. I think it's nice that they forced us to change our loadouts. You can't just blindly throw in the railgun. Although in unsafe mode, it still does slap. There's no doubt about that. But I've been really enjoying the arc thrower. And in this upcoming update, we should be getting the shotgun that shoots like the arc thrower, right? So a complete electric loadout, which could be pretty neat. There was also a leak about a grenade shooting pistol. Like, I don't know how the hell that thing was even built, but yeah, we got a grenade shooting pistol. Not necessarily this week, but these are in the works. And Helldivers armor is absolutely sick. I love how every Helldiver looks different. You have all the different combos. It'd be cool if they added something else, like another, just total aesthetic portion, like boots or something, shoes, maybe pants, being able to mismatch some of the different armors. But yeah, I really enjoy the different armors, the different capes, and the different looks that we all have. We're all kind of unique looking as we do our part. Although there's a lot of people wearing my red suit for a good reason. It is the fastest. But that is all for now, my friends. I hope you enjoy the Helldivers content. If you do, please consider subscribing, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Half their stories, they be made up. I can't